Okay, today I've got something to show you that has been super helpful for me during these colder winter months and even the fall and the spring. You know, sometimes you might go outside and it feels pretty good until you start to move on an electric skateboard or a bike, and then it gets pretty chilly. That's why you might need an armored hoodie. So let's take a look. Welcome to the Vapor Trail channel. I'm Tony, and yeah, this is what I wanted to share with you today because where I live on the Outer Banks of North Carolina, when it's 45 degrees, if we have wind and all that humidity out there, it can feel like it's 25 degrees. All right, that might be a little over dramatic. One time I was with my wife out visiting family in Denver, Colorado. I was standing outside and I asked somebody, what's the temperature right now? There was snow on the ground. I was only wearing a hoodie and I wasn't cold. Not this hoodie, but a hoodie. And they said 10. And I said, degrees? And they said, yeah. And I said, man, back home, if it was 45, it would feel this cold or colder. Now that's in the winter. Obviously in the summertime, we have a lot of humidity here, so it's extra hot and extra sticky. But, you know, if you want to get out and ride your electric bike or your electric skateboard, which I'm not going to let, you know, the cold weather keep me down the entire fall, winter, and spring, I got out and rode. One of the things that helped me to do that this season is this armored hoodie from Biker's Gear. I picked it up on Amazon, took a chance. I mean, it was like, oh, I don't know, $75, $80. And similar things that I had seen, while very nice, were like up to $300-400, especially if you get the armor inside of it. Now, when I say armor, it's not like a bulletproof vest or anything like that, but it is super secure. And I'll show you why that is in just a minute. Biker's Gear is who makes this. It says quality motorcycle gear to meet your biker lifestyle. Well, I think, you know, this is intended for people that maybe you're going to take your motorcycle down to the corner store, you're going to go to the 7-Eleven, the convenience store, or whatever. You don't really want to put your full leathers and all that stuff on. It's kind of minimal protection for a motorcycle, but for riding a skateboard or an electric bike, it's pretty darn good. So that's some of the stuff that they make. That's their website, bikergearuk.com, and just a little bit of information here on care for the product. And that was really all. It just came in like a plastic wrapper and that was it. So it's a nice thick hoodie. This liner here is supposed to be made from Kevlar to keep it from tearing and all of that. And then look at this big plate in the back here. This is just a big plate. Let's see. You can take them out if you'd like to. And I will tell you that the weight of this thing, it is over 5 pounds in total. But yeah, so you've got a nice big plate here. It's thick too. So, and it feels really comfortable. You know, it's not so, I was kind of like, how uncomfortable is this thing going to be? And I think they sell plates that are even stronger than the ones that come with it or whatever if you wanted to upgrade. So there's this plate, a big back plate. There's also a plate here in the shoulder. You can see this plate right here. And there's the Velcro for that. So you got this plate in there, shaped. It goes around your shoulder. So, I mean, even just that alone is more protection than I usually have when I'm riding the skateboard with pads, you know? And then there's also one that's inside of the sleeve. It's harder to get to it. But yeah, you can see that there's one right here. All right, so that whole section right there is a protective pad. It's more, it's not really like a pad, it's armor, you know? So when I wear this thing, I feel so comfortable because I'm like, okay, if I fall and I hit my arm, it really goes actually from here all the way up past the elbow, right? So it's like that whole section right there is covered by that. And then I've got them in my shoulders and in the back. And this thing is pretty heavy duty. I mean, it's thick. It's nice and warm. And even on, you know, if I'm on the Super 73 and I'm rolling at 25, 30 miles an hour, it definitely feels great. You know, it's very protected. Yeah, there we go. The only thing that I would have a complaint on, and I guess this might be an EU type thing. Yeah, see it says right here, Kevlar for this liner that's on it. But the zipper on this thing is a left-handed zipper. And somebody was like, oh, that's like a woman's coat. I'm like, no, I think that is a European thing. And it's just awkward. It's weird because I have to remember to grab it with the left hand and pull it. There you go. It's got a nice zipper to it. It works really well. It's just awkward to try to do it on camera like this because it's like, it's not on, you know? So yeah, protection in the arms right there. It's that much length of that. Protection in the shoulders. It's really more about, you know, the back side of your shoulder, like from the top all the way back to the back. Because if you fall on your back, well, this is definitely going to be protecting you. And then you got that big plate right there. It's nice, man. And for $80, like I said, the other ones were anywhere from $200 to $400. And you had to kind of buy the pads separately and stuff. Biker's Gear is the company that makes this one. I'll put a link down in the description where you can find it on Amazon. Yeah, this armored hoodie has been great for me. It has allowed me to get out and ride. Because even when it's like 62 or something like that here, it's pretty deceiving. It looks like it's going to be fine when you go outside. You're like, hey, this feels pretty good. But as soon as you hit that remote or hit the throttle on your bike and you're like, oh my God, man, it gets really very cold. Oddly enough, I feel more secure in this than I do wearing my elbow pads because I've got more protection. I've got it goes all the way up over the shoulders. It goes all the way from here to there on your elbows. And you got that big back plate. Now, I have not crashed with this one on yet. And I would imagine, because it's just hoodie material, I mean, it's not like ripstop material or something like that, that the outer shell of it might get torn if you crash with it. But you know what? At least you won't tear up your elbows, your back, or whatever. Now, I've seen several of them since I bought this one, doing my research and stuff that look like they might be a little bit better. But hey, man, for $80 to $90, this thing it's a great value, and I feel very secure in it. Not to mention it's super warm. One thing I didn't point out on the up close stuff there is that the pockets, you know, both of the pockets down here, they both are zippered. So, you know, if I've got my keys with me or my phone or something like that, I can actually just stick them in there and zipper it up and I don't have to worry about losing them. Now, I purchased this. I've never talked to the company or anything like that. Just wanted to share it with you because it's something that's been very useful to me. And if you ride electric skateboards or electric bikes, you know you're going to be, you know, going a good amount of speed, so it might be cold when it's a little bit chilly out. I will put a link down there for you to find it on Amazon. Unfortunately, I'm not an Amazon affiliate. Well, unfortunately for me, their program is really messed up, and I was part of it for about a week, and then, I don't know, long story short, I'm not a part of that. But I will mention that doing a channel like this does cost quite a bit of money, so I do have a link down there for my PayPal me, so if you feel like throwing me a tip, go ahead. Either way, I just really, really appreciate your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions are always very important to my channel, so if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there and a notification bell. You'll get notifications when I upload new videos. I also have links down there for my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. Again, thank you very much for watching. Very humbling for me, and I appreciate your support. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.